Welcome to the Nevis newscast for Thursday, November 5th, 2020. I am Fredicia Liebert. Minister of Labour, the Honourable Spencer Brand, on Thursday, November 5th, expressed condolences to the family of the late Judy Williams Hanley, who passed Thursday morning. Mrs. Williams Hanley was an employee of the Department of Labour.
I want, Mr. President, to use this opportunity, certainly on my own behalf, on behalf of my wife and family, on behalf of the ministry, to express my sincere and heartfelt condolences to the family of Judy. Mr. President, I also want to offer my condolences to the community of Bath Village, because I believe that all of us in Nevis would recognize that Bath Village is a very tightly knit and close community, certainly for their loss as well. And for the management and staff of the Labour Department, I know that they are going through a very difficult period this morning. I also want, Mr. President, to extend my condolences to our husband and pray that, and the entire family, and pray that in this difficult period that they would look to their Creator God, not for solution or understanding, Mr. President, but for comfort.
Minister Brand was among several members of the Nevis Island Assembly who expressed condolences to the families of young Nevisians who passed recently.
I just want to take this opportunity to just extend condolences to some folks in my constituency. My constituency has been going through a lot, especially last week. We would have lost two promising young men from my constituency, young Walters, who resided at Cligot, and young Mulcair, who resided at the top of government, the top of Zion. And of course, we know that shockwaves really ran across Nevis last week when we heard of the untimely passing of these two young men. And so I want to extend heartfelt condolences to the families of young Walters and young Mulcair. And just to let you know that our prayers are with you. It's very, very difficult in times like these. Sometimes you don't know what to say to families in times like these, Mr. President, especially when it's young, upcoming, promising young men. I would have also lost someone from my constituency, from my village of Hanley's last night as well. And so I want to extend condolences to the family of the late Lolita Pemberton. And of course, I think all of us know that we lost a young lady who works for government in Bath Village. I also want to send condolences to the family of that young lady.
Mr. President, please permit me to also rise on this occasion to offer my sincerest condolences to Mr. Roger Hanley and family on the untimely passing of his wife. My thoughts and prayers are indeed with the family at this time. I also wish to express my sincerest condolences on behalf of the opposition to the Mulcair family of Zion and also to Mr. Calvin Walters. My thoughts and prayers are also with those families at this time.
Mr. President, please allow me on the occasion of the adjournment to express my very deep condolences to the family of the late Judy Williams from Bath. We all rose this morning to the very sad news that there was a terrible accident that cost life. And I wish, as Premier of Nevis, to express to the family, I know her husband very well, I know the entire family very well, my very, very deep condolences on this untimely loss. I also, since I'm on my feet, would like to express to my very good friend, Ms. Mulcair in Zion, again, the condolences of the Office of the Premier and the Nevis Island Administration on the loss of her young son. A young man I knew very well, a young man who aspired to be a pilot, and one with whom I had had several conversations in that vein. I know he meant so much to his mother, and I would want her to know that our thoughts and our prayers are with her in this very difficult period. I trust and hope that the family will be comforted by all of our prayers in this very, very difficult period for them.
The sitting of the Nevis Island Assembly was held to seek leave to introduce and have read a first time the Nevis Trust and Corporate Service Providers Bill 2020, a bill to provide for the licensing and supervision of corporate services, business and trust business, and for matters incidental or ancillary thereto. Minister of Agriculture in the Nevis Island Administration, the Honorable Alexis Jeffers, is encouraging the public to support an activity to be hosted by the Ministry and Department of Agriculture on Friday, November 6th, 2020.
Starting at 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. And this will be at the marketing depot right here on the waterfront. They'll be selling some products there, which include sorrel, cucumber, pumpkin, sweet potatoes, cantaloupe, sweet pepper, and those will be sold at our marketing division here from 9 a.m. to 12 noon, right there on the waterfront. So anyone who is listening and want to buy any of those products, please go over there and patronize the marketing division.
The Minister of Agriculture was speaking during a sitting of the Nevis Island Assembly at Hamilton House on Thursday, November 5th, 2020. Minister Jeffers also spoke about the agro-processing unit and its event, which will also happen tomorrow.
I see an exciting event that is taking place here up at our agro-processing center, which is dubbed Taco and Subs Day. Taco and sub. Sub is a sandwich, Mr. President. So they'll have those chicken taco and chicken sub, veggie, beef, fish, and various type of sandwiches and tacos will be offered there. Well, you'll get smoothies. You'll also get special drinks that they said they have here, local drinks, all sorts of things. That is another event that I want persons to patronize tomorrow. And also while you're there, you can get your composite bread as well too. They do make some bread there on Fridays.
Minister of Agriculture, the Honorable Alexis Jeffers. Still to come, Department of Sports and Nevis Netball Association to host Netball is Back 2020. The details right after this break.
At a loss as to what's going on in Nevis? Tune into NNC on NTV. Don't worry if you don't have cable either. NNC will bring the news to you wherever you are. Facebook and Facebook Live. YouTube and YouTube Live. NevisTVOnline.com. Roku app, NTV mobile app, Smart TV, Apple TV, and any other IPTV platforms.
Welcome back.
In 2019, an interim committee was put in place to revive netball. And so we have been trying ever since to have a tournament, and we are happy that at this point that the Department of Youth and Sports and the Nevis Netball Association is in a good position now to have this tournament. And so hopefully over the next 7 weeks, we'll be endeavoring to make sure you have some keen competition through the sports of netball.
The Nevis Netball Association, in collaboration with the Department of Sports, will this weekend begin its hosting of Netball is Back 2020, a tournament which will run for the next 7 weeks. 5 teams are expected to participate in the competition.
I'm representing the DC Uprising Stars and DC Elite Ballers. Our team is based out of Gingerland, and we're hoping to help revive netball in Nevis.
My name is Joelle Thompson. I'm here to represent my team, whose name is the Hurricanes. We're just happy for the opportunity for netball to start up again, and it's comprised of different age of girls, etc., who love this sport and also want the sport to come back. So we're just waiting for the tournament so we can have a fun and competitive tournament.
My team is Venomous Vixens, and we have a mixture of past players like Lydia Thompson, Chantel Isles, Jasmine Charles. We also have some foreigners. We have a lot of Dominicans, Jamaicans, so we decided to mix it up to show the different Caribbean netballers.
Director of the Department of Sports, Jamia Claxton, hopes the tournament would lead to official competitions hosted by the Nevis Netball Association.
The tournament commences on November 7th, starting at 6 p.m. at the Brownhill Hard Court. On that day, we'll have a double header. We'll have 2 games between 4 of the teams that are participating in the tournament. And I also take this opportunity to use the media to encourage potential sponsors to come on board and support this endeavor. You can reach out to me, John McClaxton, at the Department of Sport, 469-5521-6710. We graciously accept any donation that you may have. We will go to the development of netball here in Nevis. So once again, I'm encouraging the general public to come out and support this event. We commence on November 7th, 6 p.m. at the Brownhill Netball Complex. The first game is going to be DSC Uprising Stars versus DSC Ballers, Elite Ballers. And the second game is going to be the Hurricanes versus Blue Tides. So we have a clash of the natural elements and a clash of the Gingerland team. So once again, I'm encouraging you to come on out and support. Netball is back.
In recognition of the establishment of the Concerned Citizens Movement CCM Women's Arm from November 8th to 14th, the group will host a week of activities. The events include a worship service at the Shiloh Baptist Church on November 8th, soca size at 5 p.m. from November 9th to 13th at the Villa Grounds, a donation to the Flamboyant Nursing Home on November 10th, and the donation of school supplies to 2 students of grades 4 to 6 in each public primary school, an initiative dubbed Touch a Child Day on November 11th.
On Friday, 13th November 2020, we will be having our breakfast and bake sale in front of Solomon Arcade Main Street, Charlestown. Scheduled time is from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. The funds raised would be used to donate items to families who are suffering or who have been severely impacted by COVID.
According to Latoya Jones, the organization's president, the week will be celebrated under the theme, Women Celebrating Women.
So our honorees for our week of activities are Honorable Jean Harris, she's from St. James Parish. Miss Mildred Tyson, she's from St. George Parish. Mrs. Patricia Williams, St. Paul's Parish. Miss Gladys Carmelita Lee, St. John Parish. Mrs. Carmen Lawrence, St. Thomas Parish. Starting from November 9th, which is Monday, November 9th, 2020, our Women's Arm would be highlighting our honorees by publishing their biography as well as a photo of them on our social media page, CCM Women's Arm. The biography and photo would also be broadcast on NTV at 8 p.m. daily. So we are asking all to tune in and hear the contributions that our honorees have made within our community. On Saturday, beginning at 1 p.m., we would be visiting our honorees and distributing plaques to them.
The CCM Women's Arm was established on August 12th, 2020. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I'm Freddie Liebert. Thank you for viewing.